there were some Google employees who are pro-Palestinian who had sit-ins in the boss's office for 10 hours. The guy who runs Google Cloud out on the West Coast and also in the offices here in New York City. Well, eventually they called the cops and these people were carted off. I think these people did not realize that you do not have a First Amendment right when you are on private property. And Google wanted them to be working. And here's the headline today, and this is breaking news. 28 of them, part of this group, they were all fired, terminated after there was an internal investigation. The company said, you can't do that.
No, it disrupts the office space. And the vice president of global security wrote in a memo that was leaked to the Post, said they took over office spaces, defaced our property, and physically impeded the work of other Googlers. Their behavior was unacceptable, extremely disruptive, and made coworkers feel threatened. We will not tolerate it.
Right. So that happened in one of the places it happened was in New York. So they get fired. Who would think that protesting your boss would get you in trouble? Yeah. I had no idea. I have to look at the bylaws here. I wonder if I'm allowed to do that. Also, in terms of anti-Semitic, anti-Israeli attitudes, even though they claim assaults are down in New York, they say anti-Semitism incidents have jumped 110% since the October 7th attack. More than 60% of the incidents reported in New York City are in New York City, right. But overall, assaults are down 25%.
You know, I question if Google would do the right thing, so I have to applaud them for taking some type of action here. They said following the investigation, today we terminated the employment of 28 employees found to be involved. We will continue to investigate and take action.
But keep in mind, but Joe Biden's own staff was protesting him and his attitude. So they got to keep their job.
Keep in mind that these people are protesting Hamas going into Israel on October 7th. They're not in support of the Israelis on that attack. Also in Iran, I just saw this video. It shows the Iranian morality police officers shoving these ladies in their vans and arresting them for not wearing the hijab. And one of the ladies, she's a journalist and a university student, she was arrested from her home on Tuesday, posted that on X, that she had been detained, tased, and sexually assaulted by the morality police at a local metro station. Then she was arrested, taken to an unknown location for posting that on X, and then her X account was suspended. The wife and the daughter of an Iranian soccer goalkeeper, they were both arrested in Tehran on charges of violating hijab regulations.
This is who they support.
They should go live there.
One of the things, the lesson here this morning, as we started with these two protests, one last night, one the day before, is that now people are starting to get it. Actions have consequences. If you remember, on this couch, we were talking, I think it was about 2 years ago.
But not in Colombia.
Well, let's see what happens.
Hats off to Congress, though,
because
for investigating this. She
said yesterday that a number of students have been suspended, although some are off suspension. But nonetheless, in 2022, I believe it was, on this couch, we talked about how Netflix, a bunch of employees at Netflix didn't like the content. And they were having protests at Netflix, just like they were having protests. Right, it was over Dave Chappelle. And remember what Netflix said. They said, you know what, if you don't like our content,
go somewhere
maybe you need to find another job. Obviously, that's the message to the people at Google. You don't like who we do business with? Work for somebody else. I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhardt. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.